Greetings, brother Sensei here. Hello?
All right, can you hear me now? 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 All right. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Sensei here.
All right, brother Sensei, how you holding up, man?
Blessings, blessings, family. I'm here, my brother.
Are you able to hear me okay though?
Yeah, I hear you very good.
Oh, okay, good. I was having problems I'm on 2 systems here. One of them not acting right. But I thank you for your time, man. Are you on audio or you have the video too?
I'm on audio.
Okay. So I'm gonna post something on the screen that I want everybody to be able to see. Who else we have on?
D-Ice.
D-Ice.
Hey, I'm trying to join
Yo,
on my
man.
phone about to die. It's asking for a link. Password and number.
You say somebody need the password?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get on my tablet because my phone do a lot of ringing, so I don't want to be cutting off. What is the meeting ID and passcode?
You ready for it?
Yeah.
So 891-4216-2003 is the meeting ID number.
Okay.
And the password is 176394.
All right.
So you're gonna hang up and switch over?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give you a minute, man, and then get this show on the road. Reva and Fellows should be jumping on too, so we hoping Reva can get on.
Okay, that's cool.
All right.
Hello?
Is that you, Reva?
It's Art Chestan, man.
What's up, Art?
What's up, my brother?
I'm glad you was able to jump on. We gonna give us another minute, then we go get started. So just bear with us here.
Okay. Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, this is Sai.
Sai, what's going on, brother?
Here?
This is Governor Joe.
Governor Joe, welcome. Thanks for jumping on.
Yep.
All right, we got Art Cheston on. We got right now. Now, Brother Frederick, are you on? Did I get that right?
Yeah, I'm here, my brother.
Yeah, we got Brother Frederick on. D-Ice is coming back, and Sensei is on too. So let's just get started with introductions. Then, as people come on, we'll let them chime in. So thank y'all for y'all time. I believe in honoring people's time, so that's why we're going to get going right now. My name is Sai Smith, founder of the National Block Club University. You're going to hear a little bit more about that. But the purpose of this call, it happens every third Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock. So this is routine for us, but I'm glad Reuben was able to put the word out, get you guys to come on so you can kind of hear about the bigger picture of what we're doing pretty much behind the scenes, under the radar. And it's going to me, strengthen what you guys do every day. So that's what we're going to do. We always start our introductions off with what zip code that we live in. Of course, your name, what zip code, and just so we kind of know you a little bit deeper, what you want to see happen before you leave this earth. Because when you reveal that, it's going to let us know what's really, really important to you. So I'm Cy Smith. My zip code is 46402. That's in Gary, Indiana. And before I leave this earth, I want to see Black people loving each other, supporting each other, doing business with each other while traveling back and forth between here and Africa as if it's not a big deal. So let me go with Joe. So Joe, you go ahead with your introduction, then we go around.
This is Governor Joe of 60615. My zip code is connected to Bensenville, New Orleans, and Congo in Africa. My passion is feeding children free, and what I want to see before I leave this earth is actually this concept, this system being a household name.
Oh yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so let's go, Sensei. You mind going next, Sensei?
I'm here, brother. I'm at 60628. That's the Roseland Wild Hunters. I would like to see us being prepared against what's destroying us, and then in that way see how the end game turns out after that. We come in our own game, and by being connected like we're doing right now, I think that's what's going to happen before I being 61 now in the next several years.
Booyah, I love it. I love it. Appreciate you. All right, Art, you want to go?
Yeah, my name is Dr. Arthur Chestan at 60652, Chicago, Illinois. Before I leave, I want my people to learn to love each other. Once we learn to love each other, we can come together all over the world and do what we need to do, because we are direct descendants of God, and we have to act like that instead of hating each other. That's it.
Booyah, that's right. Love it, love it. Excellent. All right, so who else we got in here? D-Ice, did you get back on yet?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, you want to go ahead with yours?
How y'all doing? My name is Antoine D. Ice Dobine, 60628, representing that West Pullman Wild Hunters area. And what I want to see before I leave this earth, I want to see my community be rebuilt by my community. We tore it down with the drugs. It's time for us to put it back together.
Spoken like a champ. I appreciate you, man. Spoken well. All right, who else we got on? Anyone else that I'm missing? Okay. All right, let's get going. So I'm putting up on the screen. I want you guys to see what we are. So I'm about to post that so you guys can see. But in a nutshell, as I put this up, just imagine us being organized in a way where in every zip code, we know the census. We know who the teachers, doctors, lawyers, nurses are, the street guys. We know where the fifth graders at, block by block, the retirees, the politicians. We know that. Similar to the way it was back in the day when we all lived, worked, and worshiped in the same area. That's what this boils down to with this block by block. It's a way of us making sure by zip code that we know what's inside the zip code. So whatever God got you working on, now you have layers of support. It's other people who can plug into what you're doing to add value to it. And for the most part, everyone on this call is under what we kind of talk about safety, because it's martial arts, karate. So this is more or less going to be the safety apparatus of us coming together. But we want to make sure we go around and get everybody's thoughts once I explain what it is that we hope to see happen block by block within Black people in Chicago, starting out, then all over the country second. All right. So
All right.
So let's post this. Did anyone else jump on who did do the introduction? Okay. All right. Welcome to Confusion. So I put this up, and I want to broaden this up so you guys can see it, because I just want you to know how big this is. So can y'all see it, the ones who have the video?
Yeah, we see it.
All right. So this is what we are in the current state. So I'm going to break it down. And for those who can't see it, I'm going to explain it. It's a big old oval, and inside the oval is 80 different jurisdictions inside the oval. And the first part of the oval is a chair that is Chicago. we have 20 black neighborhoods in Chicago by zip code. And these 20 black neighborhoods all have what we call a governor. You heard Governor Joe do his introduction. And the governors of the zip code is our single point of contact for whatever is good for our people in the zip codes. So please know that these chairs you see around all have a different governor, and it's broken down with every black neighborhood on the west side of Chicago, which is 6 of them by zip code. On the east side is 8 of them by zip code. And then west of the Dan Ryan on the south side is 6. So that's 20 zip codes. So if you count these chairs, you're going to count 20 chairs. Now, inside those zip codes, we want to do that census that I talked about because we need to know what we're working with. So whenever we hear about shooting, killings, robbery, we go by the zip code, not the wards. The wards is political gang banging. We don't get into that. We go by something that don't change every census, and that's the zip code because the post office control that. So by zip code, we care about making sure we know as many people we can and we link them where it makes sense at. So what you see above the chair, underneath the chair, you see the neighborhood of that zip code, Chatham, Roseland, so forth. But every zip code, you heard Governor Joe say he's linked to New Orleans. So every black zip code in Chicago is linked to a different city. And the purpose of that is a lot of times we trying to treat the crack addict in the crack house. We believe we need outlets. And so by having 20 cities tied to Chicago's 20 zip codes, that's 20 outlets our Chicago people will have as a direct result of that type of structure that we have here. In addition to those 20 cities you see linked to each one of those chairs, it's also linked to 20 countries in Africa. And I don't know if we'll get into it tonight, but the world is laughing and has been using and laughing at black people because we disconnected from our base, which is the homeland. And so this allows us to reconnect with the base by every black zip code and being linked to a different country in Africa. You heard Joe talk about Congo. He's linked to Congo. And then what's relatively new is these 20 different countries that are part of the G20, which is the 20 richest economies. They meet every year. The world, the richest economies in the world meet every year. And the whole meeting is about hurting black people, keeping black people on the bottom. And so we want to make certain that we watching these 20 countries so that we can know what they're discussing. We can get ahead of what they're plotting on against us next. And so that's why you see those flags there with the G20 members that is getting ready to meet this year in Brazil and plot against black people. So that's my initial introduction. So I want to go around and kind of field any thoughts or perspectives from you guys before we get into the martial arts and the safety. What do you guys think so far? Anybody? I know we on mute, so you gotta come off mute. Thanks for being on mute too.
I'm following, and I think
yes,
I know. I think I know where you're going with this, but I just want to hear more. But right now, you hit that hammer on the nail one good time. So hey, man, this is something that's been in the makings, man. This is what did. Hey, I'm gonna shut up. Come on, go.
I'm feeding off your energy, man. Yeah, so it's important that you see that because isolation is the first trick the enemy do against us. That's the first thing we do against our enemies from the military standpoint is you isolate. And doggone it, do they not have us all over the place, isolated, everyone doing their own thing? And that's like that's the foundation. As long as you got them isolated, they won't even know they're going through the same thing. So man, you on point.
Yeah, hey, yeah. This been a long time coming, and from what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at right now, many have tried this, but the only thing that broke this up is when that money hit that table in the middle. That's what breaks stuff like this up. But if we can get past that money and put our finger on what really need to be done, man, this gold right here.
Now, let's go to part 2 then, and I'm gonna tell y'all it's called SSI, and that's not Social Security. It's structure, system, individual. And so what D Ice just talked about is individual. What we do as individuals, which is mistrust, not trusting each other. That's the individual part. Now I'm gonna give you guys the secret to this whole thing here. The structure is Chicago 20 neighborhoods, 20 zip codes. And we got places that don't have 20 zip codes. We got that in Chi-Town. That's why it's the global headquarters. But if you look underneath the chairs, that's our nuclear weapon. Underneath the chair, it has a code there. You see GF1, you see BW1. Can y'all see those codes?
Yeah.
I know it's real fine print. So let me see if I can zoom in so y'all can see them codes.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see it.
Okay. So this is what is going to help us to not fall into what D-Ice just said. In the past, whenever blacks start getting together, they would kill whoever's putting that together. They would neutralize them because the world benefits on keeping us on the bottom. Well, with this code, it is time related. And by it being time related, it's the unstoppable resource. Nobody can stop time. I don't care how rich you are. So with these all being time coded, there's no stopping it because you can't stop time, no matter if you Bill Gates, no matter who you are. And so if we get organized around time, there's no stopping us. A key example is every Wednesday. Every Wednesday is economic day, meaning don't spend no money with people that don't care about our struggle, black people, that is spent by black. With that mindset, when we talk about the Bud Billiken Day Parade and when Minister Farrakhan took all the men to DC in 95, when we do physical gatherings, we become a target. But when you got black people agreeing to Wednesday agenda, there's no leader to assassinate. There's no place to go get all of us. We just agreed to use time, which is the unstoppable resource, to move behavior. And that's what's going to allow us to do things totally unlike anything ever before, because everything we got is time related. So once you know the time, there's no stopping it. Even when we talk about money, the money is tied to the zip code. So we collect $1 million in 60628. We better show how $1 million got used in 60628. You know, so by having everything set up that way, we get to create more coordination in our zip codes. And when another zip code need help, that's fine too. But at least we keep the anchor inside our zip codes. So when you see those codes, the codes is telling you, number one, what color it is, yellow, green, and blue. The west side is yellow, south side is green, east side is blue. And the reason that matters is when we get into later, like how we use this system, we'll know anybody we meet that's on the west side, they go restart now with yellow. And the second alphabet is the day of the week. So when you see YS1, that's yellow, meaning you know that's on the west side. The S means Sunday, and then 1 means the first Sunday of the month. So every first Sunday of the month, that's when that area and everything linked to it is on once a month duty. That's their one day to shine for all of us and work for all of us, if you will, because it's only every once a month with all of these. And so we got 12 times a year to get it right. and so by a whole zip code, we hope they can get it right and it ain't burning nobody out. So there's really no reason why we can't count on each one of these when it's their turn covering what we need done. So when we talk about patrols and security, whoever is on once a month duty, that's what we should be able to count on because we're not burning them out. So I want to pause there, get y'all thoughts so far on that part. I see we got some new people on too. So yeah, come on from mute, you guys, and let's interact and get feedback because it's going to help somebody else out just to get y'all, just for them to hear your input.
What's up, brother? Side is Eric Walker, Broken Wings. Man.
Broken Wings in the house.
Yes,
man, 60628 on here strong.
You know,
what you think, brother? Eric?
I think like when I first met you, I think it's on point. But I think we need we need more schooling once they break down to the code. Like this 60628. We need to be totally taught how to move in 60628. So we'll be moving, and then we'll be able to assist all the other brothers in the other zip codes.
No doubt, man. Reven be on me, man. We about to do just that. Hey, did Reven get on? We got Reven on here yet?
Hey,
Okay.
Doc,
Yes, sir.
I don't know the brothers who just spoke, but much respect, man. I've been around a long time, and at the end of the day, man, that's one of the major points.
Hey, excuse me, sir. Sir, can you hear me? Sir,
You
can you hear me?
sound far away. Yeah, well, go ahead.
Yeah, but no, I'm at my nephew's basketball game over here at Leo from Aurora. So I'm listening in, guys. I'm on the team, so I'm gonna put you on
Oh,
mute.
that's
I want
Reven,
to
y'all.
let you know here.
All right,
Yeah,
that's Reven, y'all.
I'm
So
at the
yeah,
game.
Joe.
You always
All right.
got yourself inside of a gym room.
That's his life, right? Now, Joe, you saying that's the signal that we always hear, Joe.
Yes, sir. At the end of the day, how we move is real key, man. Because at the end of the day, we move in silence, and at the end of the day, make a major sound. You know what I mean? With the power that we got. But that's what I like, man. When brothers speak up like that, man. Because at the end of the day, it kind of lets you know where they at. You know what I mean?
PP, this
Now,
fool just came in.
And Joe, like Eric is legendary all over the country at anchoring here in Shy. And I think this is the key for us to know with this structure here is we just got to get the pooling of resources together, which we're going to talk about that. So now we can strengthen what everybody is working on. Like we just need reinforcement. And with this system, we're going to have reinforcement because we're constantly going to be by zip code extracting who's doing what, who's not in the game now, so we can get them in the game and not burn them out. That's the beauty as well. And so we're going to now be able to give reinforcements to Eric, Broken Wings, to Sensei, and everybody else, because we haven't even talked about the career clubs, but I did want to just show y'all the structure because this is like the foundation right here. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's pull this up here. So I want to show this next one here, you guys, so y'all can see kind of the prevention of burnout, so we don't burn our people out, because that's a real deal. So this here is part of what you guys just saw, and hopefully you guys can see it. And those who can't see it, I'm gonna narrate. I'm gonna walk through what this is. But this, at the top of this document, it says, help us build our own world within this existing world, because we know the global structure is working against us. So how do we have our own sanctuary, if you will, even while in the midst of these, the rest of the people? So what you're looking at, we're going to go to the yellow side because that's today. That code up there, that's today. It says underneath that YT3, it say yellow Tuesday of the month. It's the third Tuesday of the month. And we know it's West Side because yellow is West Side. So we know that these are West Side people. So if you look down there, it tells you 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. This is every day. If y'all look on the other side, yesterday we was in Inglewood, you see the blocks that we selected, and inside them blocks is that census. Who's a teacher? Who's in martial arts? Who's a nurse? Who's a fifth grader? Who's a fourth grader? So I just want y'all to know every day, because of the time codes, this work is being done by calling Eric at Broken Wings saying, Eric, who you got in Mississippi? Eric, who you got over here, right? Remember I was questioning you about your connections? Mm-hmm. That's to fill this in, y'all. We got to fill it in with everybody who know who and where at. So that zip code is linked to Boston, Massachusetts. So this is they one day out the month. Who y'all know in Boston? That's going to make it stronger for the other people we got in Boston. The white suburbs is on here because inside the white suburbs, that's our link to people who can operate and help us from a distance. And we ain't got to worry about contamination because, again, we know where they at. So that's a plus for us, unlike in the past where you had infiltration that hurt us. Everyone covered a zip code, so ain't nothing moving in your zip code without y'all being alert and aware of it. And that's nationwide, but that's the structure that Waukegan. You see the profession every third Tuesday, science and martial arts. It keeps repeating every third Tuesday of the month. Black suburb, Calumet Park. Who we know in Calumet Park. Let's link them in, and when we meet them, we only go say, we go bug you third Tuesday. That's it. That's your only burden. You ain't got to worry about us hitting you up all the time. If y'all can see behind me, that's the Ghana flag, because today is Ghana's day. In all of Africa, Ghana, this day one day out the month for Ghana to work with Nigeria, Senegal, all the rest. This day one day, it comes up again on the third Tuesday of next month. In Mississippi, these are the places on the third Tuesday: Drew, Mississippi, Moorhead, Indianola, Mark, Scott. So if y'all know anyone there close to that, we want to let them know. Third Tuesday. And then with the G20, and there are Afro Indians that we reaching out to trying to get on board. So this is every single day. It rotates, y'all. So this just keeps on happening every day, constantly trying to gather, in every jurisdiction that's going to help us as Black people operate our own society based on time. So it don't matter who they somebody got mute. All right, so let's check in. What's the thoughts, you guys?
Say it again, Brother Si.
Yeah, I wanted to get some feedback. With any questions or any thoughts on this?
Yeah, maybe probably clarify just in a couple sentences again this whole overall, because some people jumped in after the session had started, so they're not aware really where we're going with the conversation.
Okay.
Brother Si, this is Corey Bill, bro. Good to hear from you.
Happy Corey, welcome, man.
I'm very clear on the plan, on the marching orders. I'm happy to have brothers on the call that's looking forward to implement. We can proceed on. If there's anybody that joined after me, I'm not sure.
Nah, I appreciate that.
Spook out of Texas.
That was
TP,
Joe
this Spook out of Texas. I came in late, bro.
Move, what's up, Move, man? This might as well be 60628 call. It's every third Wednesday.
You already know how them Wild Honey guys, we come rolling, man. Stop playing.
Yeah, man. We might as well switch this to the 60628 call. But no, I appreciate everybody on. All right, give us your thoughts, because you in martial arts, so we can once I show this last one, we can switch over to the martial arts side. But all right, what you think so far? You might be on mute. All right.
No, I am. The main thing is we're coming together and we got to learn to love each other. That's the main thing, man.
That's right. That's right. So, all right, this is going to be the last one. Then we can switch over to all things martial arts. So this here, what you're looking at here is, there it is. So Black people, based on the census, we the largest racial group in America at 46 million. The German Americans are 43. So we 3 million more than anybody else in America. And so if we just break that down, that's 11.5 million times 4. So that just lets us know the reason it's been so hard for us to coordinate together is because there's so many of us. It's a lot of us. And with a lot of people, you got a lot of opinions, you got a lot of perspectives. And so we operate using division to our benefit. Because just like anything, if everyone at the job doing the same thing, nothing go get done. So you got to divide up. You do this, you do this. So we think division is our ally. Because when we divide ourselves up the right way, now you can take a portion of this gigantic workload and now we can get it done effectively without burning out everyone doing the same thing. So this is the division of the way we see Black America here. We got the elite Blacks. And we even estimated how many of them. We think it's just 1 million elite Blacks. These are Blacks that love all things Europe. They love going to Paris. They love Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Versace, all things, the German cars, foreigns. And we get it. We get it. But that's the elite. We personally, we don't focus on the elite. We don't spend energy on the elite. Then you got the comfortable Blacks, about 14 million of them. These are the ones that's doing well. And they diddle over there with the elites too. They're comfortable. They may be pro or against helping the less fortunate of us, but we think it's about 14 million of them. Day-to-day Blacks, that's me. I'm in that bucket. These are the people that's grinding every day. They connected. They know what's happening. They ears to the streets. And so it's about 25 million of us over there. And then we got the ones that is always on the TV and the news because of the system want to show us in a bad light. The bad shape Blacks. And I estimate it's about 6 million of us. And this isn't a permanent situation. You can go from having a job doing good to being broke and end up in this 6 million bad shape Blacks. But this is where majority of our work goes inside of this bucket of us. And the key with this bucket of us is for us to have that structure up and running because a lot of our bad shape blacks need that structure and they need that outlet. They need to be able to go down with Governor Joe connections in New Orleans to get away from the streets and shot for a minute. And when they down there, because on the third Tuesday is martial arts day, they gonna be able to connect with the martial arts on the third Tuesday. On the third Wednesday, they can connect with the nurses. So that same schedule based on time is applicable in New Orleans. So when they plug in, it's like they didn't miss a beat because we all on the same schedule that nobody controls. And so there's nobody to kill to stop this. This is on autopilot. So I wanted to put that out there now. Unless you guys got any questions, we can switch over to the martial arts conversation.
I guess my question would be how will we get this the actual document so we can even study this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Gary Coleman Center, Eric, they had us there for a whole month, and I think the physical is important, but we can electronically send it too. So if I would say let Reven do it because Reven he loves sharing, so we're gonna put that on Reven to get y'all everything we had on here. But it's more to this too. But this here is what we're talking about, so I'll make sure everybody get that through Reven.
So when the weather break, are we looking for in person to be able to come together and physically see each other and start working on this? Because my thing is this: a lot of this has been presented, but 3 months down the line, we don't hear no more about it. So my thing is, if we own it, we own it.
Now watch this. Here's the beauty. We already know it's based on those codes that I had up there, that stuff is gonna keep repeating. So the question is, will we stay connected to it? Because that time ain't gonna change. So like 60628 is every third Wednesday, no matter what. That's gospel. And so now what we can do on this call, we can say we're gonna have it at the center where we all at this month. Next month we're gonna have it at Mook's house. Next month we're gonna do it on this corner. So we get to rotate it around inside the zip code, and everyone else knows it's 60628's day. So we don't have to worry about it ever dropping off if we keep the system going that way. But I think what you're saying is what happens on the other 29 days, not just that one, what we call duty day. And that's where it gets a little bit more complicated. But the best way of doing me explaining that is right here. Let me pull that up. All right, I'm gonna put this one up. and ignore the LA. This is anywhere we at. But y'all see, this is the T formation. And so at the top is the 7 daily living habits. And this here is important. I talked about Wednesday being Buy Black Day, Economic Day. So that's personal. So, you making sure that at the end of the month, you can name 4 Black businesses that you spent your economics with. So the top 7 is personal to you. You got a grandmama that's still alive, and Friday you ain't showing no love. That's on you. You know what I mean? Now we'll get on the horn with you and back you up, but the top bar is all about us as Black people moving on code so that it don't require a meeting. This is what you do in your own life, but the rest of the Blacks are doing it. So now the line going down, that's where we got to do things together at. So everyone on this call is team 3. You see team 3 is down there. So these are the people that's always watching the perimeter. They keeping eyes on everything, nothing is slipping past them. So every day, wherever we moving at, are we getting a list of the business people around us, the safety people around us, the educators and the students around us? And once we know that, now we plug them into this T formation. So now we know how to move. Now we know how to be coordinated. And again, no leaders by zip code. So what you guys will say to me on the third Wednesday, y'all say, "Si, we need some accountability. How many team 5 people we got last month? How many team 7 people we got to make sure that food ain't corrupt, poisoning us?" Somebody got to mute. So that's how it should look every day, is building this network of these 17. Somebody got to mute. I might have to mute everybody, and then y'all just unmute to come back on. But that's the work every day, if that answers the question, Mook. But Eric, what about you? Does that answer like this is what should happen every day? So we should definitely get together in person third Wednesday, any third Wednesday that we want to book the space and get us all in there. But this is the everyday work right here.
Yeah, I see it. You know, I understand it. You know, and I think Wednesdays is really gonna really help strengthen us and hold us accountable and start building. So I see exactly what you're saying.
The reason I spoke about in person, is to bring more people to the table.
That's D-Ice. Who is that speaking?
That was me. That was D-Ice.
Okay. Now watch this, D-Ice. I think that we definitely should get together. We even talked about the leaders having sort of a retreat, and that needs to be off the radar. This being recorded, so we don't want to talk about that. But we definitely should do that part. But if you look at this T formation, D-Ice, nobody will know if today, D-Ice, you gave me your wife is working in the bank, she team 1, your daughter is in a teacher, she team 4. Nobody knows that this is being filled in every second because we just talking to our people and finding out what assets, human assets they got in the house. So I just want to make you know one meeting is small compared to the everyday conversations on building out all of our teams in every neighborhood, every zip code, wherever we at. Can you see that, D.I.? Like this is more important because the meeting is like Sunday service. We go get together, we go fellowship, but this the real work is doing the census in every jurisdiction that we know somebody in. What do y'all think about that?
I got it. Now that's much okay. That's much understanding. Cool. I understand. I got that.
Cause watch this. You might have someone right now in Drew, Mississippi, and we ain't got nobody in Drew, Mississippi. By now you not sharing that. Now we spending money mailing out trying to meet somebody and your auntie now. So we wasted postage stamps mailing out to them trying to meet somebody, and you already got somebody. That's how important it is to make sure we doing the census, because it'll save us time and money, you know?
True.
All right. So we good. Now, all right, so on the martial arts end, we got this thing, you guys. I was trying to pull it up. Reven at the game, so Reven can pull it up. But we have a martial arts convention, and it's every year at the same time in Gary, Indiana. And so everybody on here, we definitely need y'all to really come on physically to Gary, Indiana for that convention. And what we go get accomplished at the convention is the national agenda on martial arts, self-defense. It's going to be Saturday, August 17th. And literally it's all day, but we need you mostly at 10 or at 7 p.m., 10 in the morning or at 7. If you want to do all day, that's fine. But mainly 10 a.m. from 10 to 11 is the real conversation. And then 7 o'clock is kind of like the closeout of the conversation. So Saturday, August 17th, y'all. I sent this to Reven, so hopefully, because I thought I could pull it up, but I don't see it for me to pull it up right now. Let's see if nope, I can't get it. So what's any thoughts on that?
So it's supposed to replace the tank or something?
Oh, of course. So let's do this, y'all. This here, because we're talking about safety.
Okay.
All right. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, so, I mean, you can change the part time.
I see it.
It's kind of small, Si. Can you blow the front up, son?
There we go. All right, now I blew it up a little bit, y'all. Can y'all see it? All right, so
312-685. He making it muffle on my end.
Yeah, let me. I'm about to mute everybody. Y'all just unmute when y'all ready to speak. Let me mute them all. All right, cool. So when y'all go speak, just unmute. But I wanted to kill that noise. So, all right, here we go right here. So this is our guide, and you see the date there, and it talks about who being shot, killed, stabbed, and raped. And I know you guys are already out there on the streets, but I want to make sure y'all know the block that it occurred on. And right here, I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can see this a little bit deeper. So right here next to the time, it's the zip code, and it tells us what that area is working on for us. And you can't see it on here. I thought you would be able to see it, but right here, I put the zip code on some of them. You see, man shot to death 60617, 60637. So remember, we got governors in every zip code, so that's our alert to make sure whatever block that occurred on, that we link them in to everything we're talking about. We find out who's in the house that's a teacher, lawyer, doctor, who's a nurse, because it allows us to keep building out everything that I showed y'all about, making sure we're getting Black people information. And I know y'all on mute. If somebody talking, you just got to unmute to go ahead and. All right. So I think the next step, if you guys don't have nothing else, the next step for us is for us to do the physical. And I think Gary Coleman gonna be the ideal scenario. So I'm gonna make sure I get everybody's contact info, and I'm gonna make sure that I invite y'all out to the Gary Coleman Center so we can have that in-person thing. And then we just go from there in terms of us physically meeting. And then again, we need to kind of have a one-on-one to find out your children, what grades they are, you know, what they aspire to become, so we can link them in to people who's already working in that arena.
And
that's
get everybody,
presentation,
Sharon. So get everybody so we can put some money together so we can make sure we eat when we meet.
Man, I'm glad you brought it. I'm glad you said that, Moo. Let's talk about the money. Let's talk about the money. And Reven probably was screaming if he ain't watching the game. So
if we got some,
do y'all know how we finance this? Like, y'all know how we pay for this? This is money matters, right? So if you ain't financing it, it probably ain't gonna go that far. Our philosophy is getting 46 million Black people to do $1 a month. So we eventually want to see $46 million a month coming in with no burnout, because it's just every single Black person we meet, allowing us to know what their profession is. That allows us to link that with whoever else is in that same profession. But more importantly, Black people funding our own movement, and no burnout, no arguing, really no debating on the money, because it's 4 quarters. So, you know, if you're that hard up over the dollar, I don't know what to say. But that's the funding mechanism. And we've been at this almost 30 years with that low amount on purpose, because it's really an excuse to get to know you and your family and your network, so we can build out teams 1 through 8. So thanks for bringing that up, Moo, because I definitely want to hit that and talk about that.
It's not an excuse, and we ain't gonna use that word. It's not an excuse. It's intentional.
That's right. Exactly. We want to be very intentional on the power of $1 from our people, which is really going to be massive when you scale that up. Remember, Ty Stroger lost his job over the penny tax. So you can imagine what 99 more pennies to do when we pull that together. So that's it, y'all. That's it. Thank y'all for your time.
Yeah, it's a lot of brothers on here that know. They know we created the numbers, the lottery game. So we know how important those pennies are.
It adds up big time. So make sure right now, if y'all got anything coming up, let's get that out there so everybody can attend and support it. So Mook, Sensei, anything, y'all got anything coming up?
Yes, sir. We got the brother Johnny wasn't on the phone, but we have a program that we're putting in play. So I will basically need to see you in person, and you'll let us know how to unfold that. Other than that, the brother D Ice was correct. We us brothers in our region, when it is our day, it is our responsibility to collaborate, to put the date together, to invite the other brothers in. We have to do that. We have to find a space. We have to cater the event. We have to do that. That's up to us. That's up to me. That's up to you. That's up to Eric and all the other brothers that's out here in this region.
You on point. That's it. Like you say, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Reven, if you on mute, Reven, come on up. We finna close out, Reven. Yeah, you might not be able to do it. So, all right, y'all. Unless y'all got anything else, I appreciate y'all time, and let's just do this, y'all. Our people need us, and this is Sturgeon right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody.
All right, man. Hey, Mook, set up a Zoom call, Mook, within the next week or so.
Will do. Will do. I'm ready when you are. You know, Eric, just like Eric said, you're the chief of accountability. So make sure we stand accountable for what our responsibility is. It's our responsibility to hold on our day in our region a meeting for the brothers.
Do it.
And let's I think we should start off by let's get the material from Reven, and then let's just set up a time for us to sit down and talk and really just scope it out.
That's why I said, but in the meantime, within the next 2 weeks, set up a Zoom call, send the information out so we can start to prepare, and then, man, it's a go.
All right, sure. We can meet up at Miss Judy's. We grab the material, meet up there, and I could pay I could do the lunch through Communities United.
I got a spot. I got a spot too. My man Carlos on the line. He run the VA spot right there on Harvard. So we working. We gotta get everybody.
It's time, y'all. It's our time, and it's a good season. Let's do this.
You know, it's overdue.
All right, love. I'm gone.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Love.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Be safe out there, y'all. Be safe.